police and in the army.
Let me show you what the Zamfara state governor said. And it bothers the mind. This is a sitting governor. And a lot of governors that I've spoken with, in fact, some governors have told me that there are no chief security officer of their states, and the control comes from Abuja. It takes away the control that they have. For example, the governor of Zamfara State is saying it on the radio, and look at what he said. He said that, let me tell you something. I swear to God, wherever bandits are, I know, I can show you on this phone whenever they are. I know, but we can do nothing. If I am the one in power to give the directives, I swear the issues will come to an end in 2 months. In 2 months, that's what he said. Mm-hmm. What do you make of this? This language infers frustration. It infers that there is a lack of synergy and understanding. Because if the governor says, I know, I see, and that if he has the power to do it, and he said, but it is my duties and responsibility, and I did, but giving vehicles out, it meant that way. But they can only be directed from Abuja. I swear to Allah, there was a time I shed tears. We see there is a need for them security operatives to be there, areas prone to bandits attacks, and protect people. They won't until they get directed from Abuja. What do you... what can you take away from that statement?
Sure. I've been governor of Sokoto for 8 years. I was confronted with security challenges, not to the magnitude in Zamfara. But I provided vehicles, Sokoto government under my leadership provided vehicles to the police, the general security apparatus, over 600 vehicles. Over 600 vehicles. And we were giving them monthly allowances. And every support, whatever they're doing, any special clearance operation, we support them. It's very frustrating when a governor cannot give instructions to either the commissioner of police or the brigade commander until he clears from the center. That is the reality of the situation. I'm not surprised at the way the governor of Zamfara spoke. It's out of frustration, and that is the reality on ground. I'm not holding brief for the governors, but that is their own situation.
How can we reverse this trend? What can we do to fix it? You've been governor, you're a senator, you've been speaker.
That's why I told you that I believe that we should support the idea of state police.
How will it work specially for us in terms of, I mean, you've schooled abroad. You understand how some of these things operate. What tendency or what dynamics do you think will perfectly fit the Nigerian situation? Okay,
Sean, I attended courses in schools abroad. But my primary, my secondary, my university, all in Nigeria.
Local breed.
Local breed. So, but I've been attending courses. And I've been going out of the country and seeing things, how they work in other countries, and I feel I hope how one day all of this will now be same with our situation in Nigeria. You see, you need to recruit more into the Nigerian security system. More personnel, more boots on the ground, more of empowering them with the right tools of work, their welfare, the enumeration is also key. When a soldier, a policeman, a DSS personnel gets killed on the battlefield, what happens to his family? This welfare scheme should go beyond their own immediate selves. It should cover also what happens to their families. When you get this right, with the right splitted teams, you can confront this.
I'm reviewing all the aspects of the security. It might be necessary, instead of all this civilian, this medical, this, or JT, VFT, civilian, that, and I have to create state police. We are looking at that holistically. When we defeat security, it will be effective. We must protect our children, our people, and our livelihood, and places of worship and places of recreation. They can't intimidate us. On one hand, the forest guard is being empowered, and we empower them effectively. To put that, we defeat the fear of politicization by
junk it and move on. Until another fire comes, I face it.
So this your antagonism and criticism of Bola Tinubu is personal?
It's not personal. I thank God that I didn't make a mistake of being in this government. I thank God that he gave me that opportunity at that time to distance myself from that government. I don't know, because if I were in this government, I probably would have been sacked a long time ago, or probably would have been killed, or I probably would have resigned.
Why?
Because the way they run the government doesn't gel with me.
What makes you think?
I cannot go to a meeting in which 99% of the participants are Yorubas. I lived in Lagos for a long time. The tendency that they finish the meeting in their language and then I'm just sitting down there. I cannot go.
Is that what operates?
Yeah. They are so predominant in the system. They are so predominant in the system.
So you're accusing this government and President Bola Tinubu of nepotism.
Let me tell you, when we were doing the campaign, after he went to that Lagos and said that thing that he said about Emeloko.
That's Ogun State.
Yeah, in Ogun State. There was a Bola Tinubu platform in which we were participating. And they started insulting Northerners. Northerners are this, Northerners are this, Northerners are this, they are illiterate. So I wrote on that platform, a WhatsApp group. These are the people whose votes we will need. If you antagonize them, we are finished. Then I wrote that. The problem with Yorubas, and I still repeat it, is that when you support them and they win, they turn around to convert you as if they behave as if they have subdued you, as if they have conquered you. They will not count your support. When I used to say that all the time, even when we sit in his house and we say, no, BG, it's not like that. I used to say, look, gentlemen, if they are honest, bring them on this television, they will remember. I said, the thing is that we are just doing this because we want Bola Tinubu to be president. We that are not Yorubas will regret it. Because when you go there, they throw us out. They say, no, BD, why are you saying that? It's not true. It's not true. It's happening now.
Is it happening now?
Exactly. Worse than that. I didn't expect it to be.
With the case of insecurity that Nigeria, is experiencing now, our president think that creation of a state police might solve the problem, but unfortunately, some other big wig have a contrary opinion by thinking that creation of a state police might lead to anarchy and division of Nigeria. What do you have to say about that?
Anybody that is entertaining the fear of the police action during the days of Gowon, when Gowon declared a police action against a particular region, and of course that police action was actually what triggered the resistance, and from there the Nigeria Biafran war actually break out in that regard. So I do not know where the Northerners are coming from at this point, because they wouldn't want anything to obstruct Islamization agenda. They may not want anything to obstruct the Fulanic agenda. They might not they won't want anything to obstruct conquest agenda. So they might be kicking against the state police using numerous of references like the Nigeria Biafra war, what Gowon did, they were declaring the police action against the eastern region, and from there it triggered war. And there's possibly that this man is already empowering the Oduduwa Republic, structuring everything around the Yoruba nation, and running a Yoruba induced government, and it might might be in preparation that at the end of the day, Tinubu might use such policies to disintegrate Nigeria. The North is entertaining so much fear, why the South, who felt that, no, we cannot continue like this, we should be able to run a state police where, communities, but the problem Nigeria are going to face is that, one, how are they going to sustain it? We have seen government come and go, can they be in a proper, consultation and a formulation of policies and principles and duties, everything being highlighted down to the grassroots level, down to the local government level, where every local government. I think even if you run, you see, it is also dangerous, but when you talk about the state police in a Nigerian sentiment and understanding, because where we will have, if it is all decentralized and you hand it over directly to the governors might use it, against each other. Why they are trying to create state police, they should also create local government police, and so that there will not be any form of, a total and absolute, abuse of power or total control of the structures of police, and there will be clashes of, where is this authority coming from? Anything that is happening within the local government should be held by the local government, and the state police will operate at a certain level, when the situation becomes very, severe or become a threat to the state proper, where we say how federal police and all that. So I think to an extent, they're not kicking against it. For me, it's suspicious because it is in two ways. They do not trust Tinubu's government that declaring or establishing the state police that will be used against the North interest and possibly to defend a certain region and break Nigeria at the end of the day. So the idea is that state police is a grounded plan to break Nigeria. The northern leaders cries out, So, and if you look at it from another angle, for this president who had been an advocate of similar thing in the past, all of a sudden actually jettisoned it and coming to say, that he is going to think towards that direction, and which has a lot of people from the south, stakeholder has already, given him a thumb up for making that statement. But the thing is that, is he going to implement it? Because before you know it, so many experts, ideologists, and so many theories will start floating in. At the end of the day, it will find it that it will not be implemented and it will be automatically dumped.
That is why everybody is afraid, including me myself, that I'm afraid that Tinubu will be able to give us this thing. And I want to be sincere with you. If Tinubu can give us this thing, honestly speaking, he has laid the right path for Nigeria, because that is a decentralization, and is one of the cogent requirements, one of the fundamental requirements for decentralization of this country. If you can have state police, since we have done, with the issue of a tax reform bill, issue of a fact generation and sharing, and the next thing is our security. If Tinubu can achieve all these things, I'm very sure we are on the right path. But my surprise is that people from the north, they are the one that's supposed to be championing creation of state police, so that they will have power to deal with their own security locally, not necessarily rely on federal government. And where I saw one of them recently affirming, the idea of a state police, because in the interview of a Tambuwa, he agreed with Mr. President on the state police.
Yes, because there's the confusion on how what they brought to the north has gone out of hand. They has gone out of control, and it is spreading, and has turned to this movement. So in that movement now, anybody that's against that movement will be seen as an opposite force, and at any point in time they can go after the person. The consequences, the politicians in the north are also facing those consequences, of what transpired according to Dati Ahmed, how they sat down together and was able to invade state invite, mercenaries, extremist mercenaries, jihadis, to make sure that Jonathan leaves power.
Mujahideen.
Yes, that's what they did it, But I think to an extent, they were not able to manage it very well. Then it has turned to a jihadist. See, my brother, I can tell you that so many theories, unless you are not at that level, where you begin to see so many theories, philosophy, sociologies, people are coming up with so many things, countering each other at the end of the day. So that's why it's always difficult, when a region like the North has run into the confusion they brought to themselves, and now looking for options. Then how will you not trust that Tinubu actually mean that he is truly in support of state police, because maybe has seen that he has gotten a national acceptance in that regard. Today, none actually want state police. When you bring state police, down to that state police also have some things, that is very difficult if it's not well structured. When you get, and that's what I'm saying, that if you get to that level of state police now, we need to have local government police too. Yes, because see, they will try using it against each other politically and otherwise, and the federal can go to a level of appointing their stooges, or appointing loyalists to head the state police, to head community local government police and all that, and that will that there should be an independent commission that is responsible in appointing CPs in the state and in the local government level. The same thing. Then I think we will know that it is properly structured. And Bola Tinubu have been running away totally from restructuring Nigeria, but I think we are seeing a bit of it being pursued by the government.
Actually, I would like a local problem to be solved locally, but at the same time, there is no problem in borrowing idea outside, and Nigeria is not the first country to practice to have a state police. Also, even in the United States of America, they don't have a central police all the through. We have a FBI, we have even local sheriff, we have them. So I think Nigeria can we borrow from the idea of those advanced countries, and we put each one of them at their own category. Federal police, this is where you can go. State police, this is your limit within the corridor of the constitution.
One of the most important things where people should engage in being conscious about security is response. If there's no immediate response to security challenges or threat, it's of no use. And that's why I'm saying that it should be structured more down independently to that local government, so that if there's anything at that local level, then there would have been intervention before the state police now can come. And they should be trained professionally and empowered professionally, to be able to achieve that. So it goes a lot depending on the vision of the Bola Tinubu's policy on that area. But if it is well structured, of course, we won't be having anything like banditry, we won't be having anything like Boko Haram invading our farmland and all that, and which most of the northern extremists will not want.
Only
I'll show you. I didn't come to look for one. Notice the situation. I came to walk. I asked for the votes, and they gave it to me. And I'll show you. I didn't come to look for one. Notice the situation. I came to walk. I asked for the votes, and they gave it to me. And I'll show you. I didn't come to look for one. Notice the situation. I came to walk. I asked for the votes, and they gave it to me. And I'll show you. I didn't come to look for one. Notice the situation. I came to walk. I asked for the votes,
and they gave it to me.